Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. I guess friends ain't be dropping gems. Always keep it genuine. Knowledge, power, and some funny. Every week, every Monday. Pure, real, and honest. Tap in, leave a comment. You're tuned in to Mattie Mondays.
All right, we are back in this thing. These earbuds in here nice and snug. Thank you guys for being here. I'll give everybody a moment to make their way in and to say hello in the comments so I can see who is here among us. This is Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. We are back here, made it through another 7 days. I am grateful to be here. I can see me, so I don't know if y'all can see me, but I am still getting back to 100%. We'll get into my last week. I was down a little bit, y'all, but I'm back. I'm back up. I'm coming back up. I'm getting back to 100 slowly but surely. What's up, Ma? What's up, Chef? What's going on? Hey. Hey. Mattie Monday. That might be an alternative little theme song. Hey, Mattie Monday. Does that feel right to y'all? Yeah, so I am excited to be back here. I'm super excited to see how this conversation goes tonight. If you have not seen the flyer, tonight we are talking money, and I labeled it the Money Talk series because we intend to have an evolving conversation on the topic of money. But tonight, the main focus question, get my little notes, is what we're going to center everything around is the question, were you raised to talk about money and finance? And we'll, branch off from there. What's up, twin in the building? What's up? Yes, we are here. I know I got some people that are in motion, that are listening in. Might not be able to get to the chat, but I appreciate you guys being here. So let's get to it. This past week was, like I said, we've been kind of recovering, but this weekend kind of got rolling a bit. Happy birthday to one of my best friends in the world, Jeree. Her birthday was yesterday. We celebrated this weekend. She celebrated all last week. Leo season is in effect. So happy birthday to you. I love you. And it was a great weekend. Hopefully you had an amazing weekend and everything was as you would have, designed. So yeah, that was great. Another really dope Pouches in the Park. Yesterday down here at Piedmont Park with C.Styles Mobile Bar. So yeah, the weekend has been rolling. And we're back to the start of another week. I had to ease into the day, but it was good. I was able to, so that was a blessing to get rolling today. All right. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Before I get rolling, can you guys give me some confirmation that you can hear me well? So let me know with a thumbs up. What's up, Jeree? Hey, here's the birthday girl right here, everybody. If y'all would also show Jeree some love and send her some happy birthdays here in the chat. Yeah, shout out to C.Styles. Yesterday's Coffee in the Park. And happy birthday to Jeree. Y'all can hear me great. Awesome. Thank y'all for being here. Here you look. I heard that. Perfect. Happy birthday to you, Jeree from Twin. The weekend was lit. Jeree had me thinking I could be a rock star on Friday. Not so, but it was fun in the moment. Happy birthday to you, Jeree. Michelle. I had a great time. I will not lie to you. Great, great time. All right, y'all. All right. We are moving and shaking. Moving and shaking. But yeah, those are some highlights. Some highlights from this past week. So happy birthday to you, Jury, from my mom. She says thank you to everyone. We got action. Yeah, shout out to the homie, the other two homies, our quad, Chapin, Payne. She took her kids up, her track and field team up to Oregon. In my correct me if I'm wrong, Dre, this past weekend, for a championship for closing out the season. So hopefully everything went great for her and her team. We could do some catching up to see how that went, but they made it there. They had a great season. So hopefully it ended solidly and on a high note. Shout out to my other homegirl, part of the quad, Brenda Stanton, Lucille Butter. I got some on right now. I got a little sample from our spa party this weekend for Ree. I love it. Butter, if you do not know, follow me on IG. I put it up in my story. You guys can go check it out and experience it for yourself. Smells amazing and it feels great. Feels great, and it's healing properties. You can learn a lot about it once you go link to my page and link into her IG. Check that out. All right. So today we are here to talk about our relationship with money, and mainly the origin. So as we continue to grow in this platform, as you guys continue to truly allow me so much room to tackle different topics well outside of on the surface music. Although we're gonna tie everything back to the world of music and just industries and how that money talk looks. But I'm super grateful for the engagement that you guys share in and bring to the platform in these different topics, and the growth that you are allowing for the space. So yeah, we're gonna continue in that direction here tonight. Again, it's gonna be a money talk series, and tonight we're specifically starting with the question of were you raised to talk about money and finance? So let's just jump right in. I'll begin to answer, and you guys let me know in the chat. Were you raised to talk about money and finance, like openly? For me, I wasn't. I wasn't raised to talk about it um, openly. For me, we saw, or I can speak for myself. In my family, I saw like um, team and cooperation with money, but as far as like an understanding and the knowledge and intentional direct conversations on that, that was absent. But I saw, um, yeah, cooperation was a great word for that. Like support as it pertained to money, and you know, somebody stepping in this point of time, and helping out, and then in this point. But as far as money education, that's something that's actually fairly new in my lifespan. Um, Ma says no. That wasn't something that was a direct conversation. You're coming up. Yeah, let us know what was it like for you guys and your the culture of your family coming up. Was money something that um you were raised to talk about directly? All right. Reese says, parents tried to teach me the value of money and importance of saving, but anything beyond that wasn't discussed. Okay. That's a great addition. Twin. Yeah, my mom talked to us about credit. Awesome. Yeah, we did. That's a good. Thank you for that. There were specific topics within finances that I definitely I don't remember a sit down with my mom, but just observation and seeing how she spoke to certain things, like with my grandma and my aunties and uncles and stuff. Um, I definitely observed a lot of things that shaped my behaviors and understanding of money. Awesome. Awesome. So, all right. So just jumping into the technicals of things, money is defined as any item or medium of exchange that is accepted by people for the payment of goods and services, as well as repayment of loans. And the objective tonight really is to collectively talk through our upbringings and our relationships to to um to kind of uncover the whys and the ways, and then also see how we have evolved from there till now, and then eventually getting into what it looks like in different industries. Again, what sparked this topic and this idea for the series was myself and my partner Chev. We were strategizing just about our moves and things, and then it just came up naturally in planning and in our experiences within different sectors of the industry that is entertainment in the entertainment world, and how in some rooms, some cultures approach, and you can kind of, understand what I'm saying once, I kind of drop it. But in some cultures, it's like, oh, yes, this is what's due. Oh, yes, these are the numbers, boom, 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 taken care of. Oh, you're negotiating. Okay, well, we're willing to do this. There's that type of energy, and then another culture, there's this, well, you don't want to rub nobody the wrong way, or you don't want to. There's not room for you to speak up for yourself, or that's, it's made to be odd or disrespectful or uncomfortable. So that was the spark of this, and as we know that we could respect the different worlds and different industries that exist beyond our personal beliefs. Um, we have personal beliefs and stances of how things should be in a fair sense, and how they can grow to be even in the rooms where they are taboo. Um, so Chev, okay, I see you in the comments here. Chev shared, my parents and relatives tried to teach us, but I didn't. But I didn't listen. I had to learn the hard way as I got older. Understood. Understood. I definitely, for me overall, was learning from by example, um, and then even stumbling into a deeper understanding of what money is, what it looks like, how you grow it, and those things as I got older, has come fairly recently. We taught how to make money, go work, right? But even beyond that, growing it um, through one of my best friends, us talking often. One of my best friends, Jay Sean, uh, over the years, like just like growing stronger, and us having a conversation about negotiations. That's another thing, a missing piece that we discovered that other cultures were doing and were comfortable doing, which was tied into our personal confidence of even knowing and believing that we have the right to negotiate our worth and different situations where it comes to money, especially within our jobs and our roles, and in our areas and industries. What's up? Alexis is in the building with another happy birthday shout out to Jeree from Alexis. Awesome. So if you're just now sliding in, let me know. Answer if you can answer the question. Were you raised to talk about money and finances? That's where we're rolling on tonight. I'll give you guys, it just rolled in, a moment to drop that answer in there, and then I have a follow-up question for you. So it matters, right? I start there because it does matter to know what basis we're all are coming from. And in general, it seems like there was some level of conversation. Some of us just a straight up no, but then others some level, but seemingly minimal, of our conversation and relationship with money coming up. Um, all right, Alexis shared, money wasn't talked about much in my household except save. Facts. Yes, yes, saving. I will say credit. I do remember credit being something that stuck with me, just from observing and watching and listening and seeing how my mom and my grandma and my family members handle things. What's good, Ray Vic in the building? Ray shared, we definitely were taught about the value of money, but parents' finances are never understood. Yeah, that's a great point. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm gonna definitely circle back to sharing our finances, information about our personal finances with others, and that level of comfort. What's good? Thank you for sliding through here tonight. Thank you, everybody. I know I can't see everyone. I see the eyes that are watching, so there's some that probably can't get to the chat. But thank you so much for being here on Mattie Mondays, and I hope that you had a great last 7 days, a great weekend, and that today was a great, powerful start to your week. Yes, yeah, straight up. He's so silly with the drums. Awesome. All right, so from here. Another question, and we're gonna keep it rolling. On a scale of 1 to 5, in this moment now, what is your comfort level talking about money and finances? For me, overall, I would say maybe a 3. Um, why it's not a 1 is that I have a better understanding of money at this age, and like I'm open to learning, and it doesn't really make me uncomfortable. Like I kind of have more of a hunger to learn more and more about money and how it works, and how I can have a more healthy and fluid relationship with it. So I would give myself a 3. As it pertains, like for instance, me and my mom, a 5. That comfort level it has been established there. For me and like anybody outside of that, maybe my sisters, maybe a 4, sister and brother, maybe a 4. um and then friends maybe a 1 or 2. So like it's kind of like a closed little sector of comfort as far as like um divulging certain information or just going in depth, and not necessarily like partnership or anything, but just going into depth about money is definitely I would say overall a 3. So again, for you guys, on a scale of 1 to 5, what is your comfort level talking about money and your finances with others? And this is overall family, friends, business partners. Um, and as you guys, while you guys get a chance to drop those answers in the chat. Oh, boom. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They rolling in. While those are rolling in, I'll dive a little bit deeper too and into my upbringing. But again, money wasn't a direct conversation, but I really got to see, again, the word I would use that best described is cooperation. What's good, Nat? The cooperation of my family amongst each other, helping out, floating one another when the other needs to be floated. It's kind of how me and my immediate and my siblings do. The culture that we've established in partnership, but even the being transparent is still lags behind. It's easy for us to cooperate and like, hey, you need this, boom, 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 but transparency in the areas where it's a little more comfortable, or more uncomfortable, is not as strong. All right, okay, we got answers in the building. What's up, Nat? All right, so my mom, okay, on a scale of 1 to 5, my mom said a 5. Jeree, on a scale of 1 to 5, a 4. Natalie, a 3 on a scale of 1 to 5. Awesome twin, a 5 on a scale of 1 to 5. So I give the other our other viewers, our other I think I call y'all ladybugs, the Mattie B ladybugs or the Mattie B magicians, a few more moments to let us know your comfort level of talking about money on the scale of 1 to 5. Have a 3, okay. Awesome. Okay. So there's a pretty strong level, and then with me knowing our age group, that makes sense. That makes sense. That is probably a little stronger than maybe some other rooms within our culture of African Americans. We got some strong numbers. Yeah, I definitely fall somewhere in the middle of at a 3. Um, awesome. I'll give you guys a couple more moments on a scale of 1 to 5. C.Styles a 3. Okay, yeah, yeah, I can dig it. Ray 4. Okay, dope. Oh yeah, so it's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid level of comfort for us collectively. And I'm guessing at this point in our lives, especially for most of us not coming from and just on average, based on the responses, coming from a household where there was too much talk about direct talk about money. That's pretty solid. So I imagine that would come from time experience, right? With money, earning it, losing it, learning how it works, learning how to grow it, learning how to manage it. Um, Sweet. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. All right. And again, so just picking back up from that thought, seeing the cooperation within my family, it definitely it helped me at this point in time to um to at least have some room of openness, um and learn to be more confident about it, because again, as like the foundation of our money shapes, or conversation or relationship with money shapes a lot of things in relationships as we go out into the world, be it romantic, where there it could potentially be strain when there's a strong level of discomfort, like sharing what's going on, not being transparent. Um, and for me in this moment in business is the area that I'm having to grow and consider, um, my understanding and expectations of money coming into this world, as far as even negotiating, um, establishing, my perception of my worth and my value, um, being willing to like be more vocal, um, and clear about what it is that I want, what it is that I understand, what I expect. Um, it's so many different layers to it, um, especially within the industry. So as I was preparing for the night, I found this really cool article. Y'all know how I do. I ain't gonna get too far into teacher mode, but I really just wanted to break the ice of talking about it and to get our wheels turning as we are more and more through this series. I'm gonna kind of fine point specific areas, and in relationships will definitely be one. But I found this really cool article. It's entitled 35 Money Questions, all, and it's specifically newlyweds should ask each other. But in reading it, I'm like, uh, before you even get to a romantic relationship or a partnership that's going to be for forever, a lot of these questions and these conversations, I feel like people wouldn't even be comfortable with having them with their family, let alone their romantic partners that they haven't known as long, um, but are going to establish a life with. Some of the questions they broke it down in the categories, which are really cool, like talking about debt, um, like sharing, exposing, do you have any, and with the levels to which you might be carrying debt, like how you save and you spend, um, which is very important if you're collaborating with somebody, whether it's business or romance. It's all partnership. Family and friends, how they are attached to your finances, as far as like, helping out. I know for my family and friends, and I don't see it ever changing. If I have and they need, it's happening mainly with my in my core group and my family, and vice versa. That's just the culture that we've created. So even in like establishing, when I get into a relationship, I don't see that going away. But that's something that I will have to discuss with my partner, right? And consider their feelings on it. The next category that they had was education. Um, and back, that's just kind of circling back to debt, like student loans. Do they exist? Saving money for college if you're planning to have kids, and money management. All of those things that are important, that we could probably all be stronger in if we were more intentional about um, growing the level of comfort and just practicing that muscle of talking about it. So I wanted to try something a lot different tonight. I know you guys are super active in the comments, sharing your thoughts, sharing your experiences, answering the questions. Um, if you go back up to the very top of the chat, there is a link. No pressure, because I know this is different. This is taking me like a year to get super, super comfortable being in front of this camera. But I am interested to hear very uh, quickly, if you can, some of your stories with the evolution of your relationship with money, if you have a comfort level. So let me preface it with this. If you would like to join in, if nobody does, it's fine too, guys. No pressure. But if you would like to join in, you can always just join with no picture, and we can just hear your voice and see your icon. Um, and we don't have to keep you long, but I'm very interested into to hearing people's stories. I know it's super hard to kind of type in the thread of evolution, and I'll again start with my own, and then you guys can pick it back off of it. But if um, you would like to join in and share your story, that'd be awesome. And again, this uh, first round of this Money Talk series is legit just the icebreaker, and just to start having these conversations out loud. I have them, in with my family members, sometimes with my friends, with my business partner, more and more. And I just thought it would be kind of cool just to have it with the community that we're creating here, and which is built on my friends and family. It's money I want to it's, it's my money and I want it now. Heck yeah. Yes, yes, yes. But once we get it, how do we keep it? Once we get it, how do we manage it? Once we get it, how do we grow it? It's so many things. Um, so I'll start first. Um, Again, collaboration was the example set of money, but there was not much money education. Maybe within these last like 5 to 6 years, I've dove into understanding um, what money is truly purpose for. I know in our cultures, we're taught to work hard for it, get our jobs, and go make it. But these last several years, like 5 to 6 years, I've learned, okay, we work hard, we gonna make it, but then how do we grow it? How do we scale up? It's not enough hours in the day to just say, oh, we're gonna work more and work harder. No, where's the time for our family and stuff? But I've learned over these past years ways of like growing it, understanding how within the house, buying, purchasing homes, all of those things um, that are major in scaling up in money. I have had more practice in talking to like some of my friends, and exchanging money and seeing the discomfort. And I usually keep it to my family, but like being loaned money from friend, like being super uncomfortable and a small amount of money, but like saying to myself, like, why does that exist? But for me, and I've taught even biblically, but I've also been taught in my through my family that when you're in debt to someone, you're like, they're slave, in a sense, and that's why that comfort level is so funny. But I don't think that it has to be there. I don't think that it has to exist when we all on the same page in responsibility level and just openness and transparency. I know a lot of times there is trauma experience with money in in our family and fan groups, people taking advantage or mismanaging. Um, the act of people being willing to step in. But I think that with more conversations, more talks, more repetition, and just education, I think that helps us to treat and respect each other within the collaborations, being more responsible. And the more knowledge and education we get, the more room we have to, I think, to be more responsible with money and how we handle each other, how we step in for each other, and then how in turn we reciprocate that for the people who are stepping in and doing things in that way as it relates to finances and money in our worlds. All right, so I've talked for another 5 minutes. If you are comfortable, if you are willing, there is a link at the very top of this thread. I would like to know briefly what the evolution of your money experience has been like, from, again, just a little bit more in detail from childhood to now. It seems like we're all at a pretty solid level, threes and up for the most part, of our comfort level in discussing money. But how did you guys get there? What shifted? What changed? Obviously, living life, I'm sure, trial and error. Maybe being irresponsible and then having others be irresponsible with your generosity. But if you guys would share some of your stories, so that we can either learn more or just see our common experiences, I'm interested. So if I have a taker, raise your hand. I will drop the link, and if not, we will continue on, and I'll let you guys lean into the rest of your evening and prepare for the rest of the week. And I will get that link. This I have it right here on my phone. The name of the article, really really dope. Breakdown and just good questions that could be used, um, to consider in your partnerships, in your romantic family, all of that, things that might help to strengthen your relationship, and cooperation with money and partnerships and stuff, and just things that you might need to consider for yourself of how you are, um, creating creating the energy around money. Chef said, "Let's go." So is that a taker, Chef? You trying to hop on here and give us your stance, your experience, and your relationship with money? Let me know, and I will resend that link actually down in here. So let me see. Let me send this invite. I know y'all out there, hearts pumping, beating all hard, thinking I'm gonna call you out. Don't be nervous. You do not have to show your face. But I'm super excited. I love the interaction, and just the opportunity to try around this, and then also just to hear again your stories and your evolutions. All right, just a moment. Oh, it's hating on me. Don't do this. Don't be a hater. Let it catch back up. Oh, hey, Aunt Tan. How are you? Thank you for joining. Don't be nervous. All right, Chef. So I just dropped that link over to you in the chat. Let me know if it's clickable. Is it clickable? I know my mom over there, heart being fast. I ain't gonna call you out, mom, but you can hop in here if you have something to say. If you have something to say. But again, I'm interested to know, from your mouth to the ears of the room, um, what your evolution of your relationship with money has looked like from childhood to now, um, in your households and in your relationships. For me, it's definitely evolved to transparent, but I'm super private, and money is definitely connected to my ego, and in ways that I know is not healthy, but to like self-worth in a lot of ways. But that's the reality. So it's definitely constant work and evolution on working with my personal relationship with money from the technical standpoints and just the energy of it. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Brave, brave, brave. All right, Antan, I see you back here on the back deck. All right, so as soon as I hit the button, it might be like really quick, but I'm gonna bring you on to the screen. Antan, Chev, we got Chev in the building. What's up? And awesome. Okay, we're gonna give this thing a go. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys up. Chev, I'm clicking yours now. All right, we in here. Chev, what it do?
What it do, y'all? What's going on?
On. I'll be right there, Antan. I see you back there. So thank you for joining in. So
I had to
briefly,
style
you
play.
had yeah, you
I
thank
ain't
exactly.
leave by
Yes, sir. Thank you for stepping up and
time
stepping in.
too.
Said it again.
I'm trying to look smart.
No, it's great. I love the setup. I love how you just did that. Um, so can you tell us like briefly how your relationship looked coming up in your household and how it's evolved now as it pertains to like your knowledge of money and also your comfort level of talking about and dealing with finances.
Okay. Like I say, as I got older, I feel more comfortable talking about money.
Yeah,
Growing up, it was always, kind of pushed like, hey, go make money, save your money. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Grew up around, relatives that was hustlers. So they
yeah.
how to make money, but they never taught you how to keep money. Like
Uh,
so you hit it right on the head about that. So we know how to make it, but keeping it and putting it in the right places. Even when I first joined the army, it was like, you know, I go and it wasn't much. Twin can attest. The check wasn't too big, but I just go blow it on shoes and stuff like that. Then I don't have no money. I had to call home, be like on Western Union, hey, can you Western Union some money? So but as you go, they be like, hey, you need to, focus on your credit, get a credit card, this and this, and build your credit up. So as you get older, you'll be able to get what you need and basically, learn how to do that. So I was like,
yeah.
cool. So I feel comfortable talking about it now with anybody who need it, whoever need to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
So,
not a financial expert, but I got some years, that I can tell you what not to do.
for sure, yes, and I mean that's a great start. And that's like a lot of us, like you mentioned, we got the what not to do for sure. Like, don't trying to blow it all. Um, making sure we save it. But excellent. Okay, thank you for sharing that. All right, Chef, thank you for jump starting us.
No, man, just
Um,
we gotta lead by example, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Can't
big
ask people,
facts.
and we won't come up. You know what I'm saying? All
Big
right,
facts.
let's talk about some
All right,
money.
right. All right, awesome. All right, thank you. I'm gonna drop you down, and then Untan, I'm coming to you next.
All right,
All right, thanks, Chef.
P.
Peace. All right, Untan. All right, I'm sliding you in here. You ready? All right, here we go. Hey, Untan.
Hi, how's
Uh,
everybody?
awesome. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Well, you're
All right.
welcome.
Yeah, so we're talking money. Untan the ball up.
No, I learned the hard way. My younger years, I was just all about having a good time, just you know, making good money, but blowing it as fast as I made it. So now that I'm approaching 60, I'm trying to be smarter with how I spend my money. So I'm working hard to keep the credit up and build a nest egg. And my motto is better late than never.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I learned the hard way, but I'm going to get there. Rome wasn't built in a day. And I might be a late bloomer, but I'm confident that I'm going to get there. So I just think that if I would have known what I knew today, my finances will be in a lot better shape. But you live and you learn.
Yeah. No facts. No, thank you. Thank you for that transparency. That's a great point. Like, we get to a moment and we look back and we're like, oh shoot, maybe maybe I shouldn't have been doing it that way though this whole time. But
Yep,
it's okay to start from the day, like you said.
that's right. So
Yeah.
that's my goal. So preferably when I retire. Well, I probably, you know what? I probably work till I can't work. So I'm one of those kind of people, but we'll see. But
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay positive and, engulf myself around positive people like yourself and your mom and the family and we'll just see what the future holds. But I'm always open for learning. So I'm really excited about the conversations that we're having.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I
Thank you
mean,
so much, Aunt Tam,
you.
for coming on and sharing. And yes, we're gonna keep them coming. We're gonna evolve from us sharing, our personal experiences and
Hmm.
relationship with money into like start to um, pinpoint educational pieces of ways that we can and just
Right.
learning the things that I've learned over the past 5 7 years,
Hmm.
and then I'm able, like, it's some things that I run and tell my mom and them, um,
Hmm.
and get excited about. So yeah, it's good for us as a community. We can always learn something new.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for popping in here. Um,
Welcome.
I will don't leave the room. Stay with us. Stay in the comments. And twin, I'm coming to you next.
Mhm.
All right. Good night, Anton.
Good night, baby. Love you.
Thank you. Love you too. All right, twin, here we come. Here we go.
Hey, what's up,
What's
everybody?
up? What's up? Thank you for popping in here.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you. All
How
right. So
y'all
twin,
doing
tell
out
us.
there?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was speaking to everybody. How y'all doing?
He said, "What it do?" Awesome. Y'all can answer twin in the chat. I'm feeling good. I'm super excited about you guys are always great and interactive, but I'm extremely excited about how open and interactive you guys are being about an often uncomfortable topic, which is money. Um, so you take the floor and share with us, like, from your evolution, upbringing into to now, your experience with money, your comfort level with money.
So, my mom did sit us down and talk about credit. So she explained it to me. So as I got older, I understood what she mean by it. So she always say, protect your credit, make sure you don't co-sign for nobody. She telling me this when I'm like in the 11th grade in high school. So it just stuck with me. And as me getting out, and like everybody else in my era, save your money, save your money, save your money. So, I protected my credit, but I didn't save a lot of money at first.
Yeah.
I did blow a lot of money, but then I found myself saying, hey, if I don't want to never be broke. I never want to go back to them days where I didn't have. So as I got older, sometimes I had to ask myself, do I need these shoes? Do I need this? So I got to a point where I put money to the side before. I don't try to impress nobody. I always try to. I rather look broke than rich any given day. But some folks think, I go out there and spend all this money on clothes. I really don't. I believe in sales. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
find a sale. So at the end of the day, you do have to save your money. But it was this one guy. I think I was in the Army about 9 years. It was a lieutenant. He pulled me to the side and he asked me about investments. And I said, no. Nah. He said, they don't teach the NCOs how to invest their money. Then I said, no, we don't get that. And then he said, well, they teach young officers how to invest money. So it was, like I said, I was in the Army about 9 years when he approached me about it. So it was a young lieutenant that taught me about investments.
That's what's up.
So after that, it was just like, I said, hey, I'm gonna save, invest. And back in the days, it was getting CDs. I had a couple of CDs, bought a couple of stocks and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things where, you try to, like Chevy said earlier, I grew up around a lot of hustlers.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they was making money, but a lot of them didn't know how to keep that money. A lot of them invested in bad business. So I can say my brother was one of them.
Yeah. Call your brother.
But at the end of the day, now I would say a penny pincher is my brother. He got saves full of money.
Oh, he know how to save money. Okay.
He saves money. He gonna go out there and spend, but I guarantee you, he will save more than he will spend. Um, so it's one of the things that you definitely have to. You got to look past what's in front of you and look for the future, and that's as no, I always I tell my kids the same thing. I said it's one thing you always got to make sure you have a vehicle to get you to work and a place to stay so you can lay your head. You might have a air mattress in that thing, but you got to place some over your head. So my daughter, she'll get $1 out of a penny. She's a penny pincher, and her mother was like that as well. Her mother she invests money in CDs and stock as well. So me and her mother always teach her the value of that money. How don't be addicted to money, but use it as a tool to get you to the places that you need to be in life without having to struggle or ask somebody for help.
Awesome. Thank you for that, twin.
I'm
well off.
I'm well off. I can sit in this basement the rest of my life.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Based on the decisions that you made.
I ain't eating ramen noodles no more.
Straight up. And the commonalities, especially I can speak for myself at my age of like wanting it now, and I feel like I'm pretty responsible in ways, but I'm like risky too. So which it leans to a little recklessness at times. But what I'm hearing from these conversations and also from the thread is that you do have it's a process. It's all a process. And it's continued education and understanding and learning. But it's preparing for your future self. The decisions we make in the day is definitely people don't like the word delayed gratification sometimes, or the phrase delayed gratification. Because you can still have, gratification in the moment, but it's got to be in consideration, or it should be in consideration of your future self.
Yes, because a lot of things, younger me will make a lot of risk and say, okay, I make that money up, but sometimes you might not recover. So it's one of those things as you get older and then you look back into your past and say, hey, I would never want to be back there. So let me start making wise decisions on the things that I do with my money. Don't get me wrong, I will give money away, but then I found out that was hard too. There's a lot of folks out there owe me a whole lot of money. But I had to find myself. I had to find myself. Me giving them that money. Do I need the money? If I need the money, I can't give it to you. But if I can give it to help, I'm gonna give. But then you got folks that'll take advantage of you, and that's and I'm gonna say it, friends and family. Yeah. So it get to a point where you want to help some family members, but sometimes you got to say, hey, what are you doing? What position, what did you do to put you in this position? And then, if you can boldly ask me for some money, I'm going to boldly ask you what happened to your money. And some of them don't like it. Well, man, if you're going to help me, I said, no. I said, don't catch no attitude with me. You ask me. You got 6 brothers and sisters. You bypassed them to ask me for some money. So something must be going on. So then, he got mad, but I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah. But that's fair. And I think but it take practice, like again, like I was saying earlier, I think like we got a dynamic of, and I say we, like my mom, specifically my mom, my younger brother, and my two older sisters. We have a dynamic where we plug in wherever anybody needs. You know what I'm saying? If one is up, everybody's straight. But it's also a learning of being responsible. You know what I'm saying, in the exchanges, whether we're asking or we're giving. Um, how we're personally managing our money and all that stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, with certain family members, it's fine because I know that they are responsible. You know what I'm saying? It
Yes.
don't matter how long. Like I know that they're responsible. I know that their intentions are good, even if they hit a spot where whatever we agreed on it can't be done how we planned it. It's just certain people that I know are responsible that I don't mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that part comes with education too. Like even for some of the most irresponsible family members and friends that we got, if we added a lot of education and openness and conversation, they will probably improve on an
I agree
individual
with
level.
you.
You know what I'm saying? On how they treat other people and how they deal with other people. I think a big piece of that is education and then just practicing having open conversations about it and challenging one another. Like if I can't challenge you, then you can't come ask me for shit. And it don't
I,
mean that I will challenge you, but I think you're right. Is with that example with the cousin. Like, how is it fair for you to come ask me, but I can't challenge? I think it's fair to be able to challenge one another. Yeah,
I agree with you
yeah,
wholeheartedly. It's a lot of things where, and like you said, if a person that asks me for something and I give it to them, the intention is to help them. And I know
yeah, exactly.
sometimes I know they ain't gonna be able to pay me back. So when I give it to them, it's there to help them. When they say, "Hey, can I pay you back?" I said, "No, you good. You don't got to pay me back." But then
Yeah,
you do have
it's
those
based on their
ones,
their character, right,
yeah.
and their
But
personality.
you have some that they just want to get the money from you because
Yeah,
they blew their money doing immature things with it. And
yeah.
those are some of the friends and family members I kind of like, okay, hey, you went out to Vegas and you done blew your
Not
mortgage.
Vegas.
I can't help you.
Yeah,
You
it's
knew
like
you knew you
I
should
don't
have
want
been
to
at that
aid in.
blackjack table.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to aid and abet the irresponsibility. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because if they
I
calling you
get
from
that.
Vegas, they finna go back with that money into that casino. Call me when you get home. I'll help
Yeah,
you.
straight,
Not out in
straight
Vegas.
up. Right, straight up. Nah, that's excellent. Thank you for giving that example because that is important. That is an important piece, and it all comes back to on the individual level and doing it as a community for each individual, increasing our knowledge of money, like as it pertains to credit, how to save it, how to make it work for us, how to grow it, but also how to respect one another, um, in the loans and all of those areas,
Yes.
and being responsible with it. But if somebody can't be responsible with theirs, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna be responsible with yours.
And so like
10 times out of 10.
so with my daughter, she wanted a credit card, and I had to explain to her.
Ooh,
I said
I'm
that's
afraid of
not
these
your.
things. I ain't gonna lie.
I
I'm
said
afraid.
that's not your money. I said if you do get a credit card, I said make sure you can pay it off the next month. I said it will help build your credit, but if
Mm,
you're constantly spending and spending and spending, and then next thing you know, you find yourself you to match that credit card out, but you don't have the funds to pay that credit card off. So now you're gonna take you 10 years to pay it off if you just paying the bare minimum. So the one thing now, she listened to me. She'll get gas with it next month. She pay it off. So I'm like,
awesome.
okay, and I do ask. I said, let me see your credit card statement.
Oh, that's
Um,
good. And I know
so
she probably didn't like it at first, but that's
now she
great that
did.
yeah, but it's great because I think where we get in trouble a lot of times, and money and beyond, is when we can hide it from the people that we love and care about. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like we might be over here effing us with credit cards in debt up to our neck, but there's nobody that can hold us accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not allowing them to see it. or we having a creative space where we have to be, you know what I'm saying? We do a little check in on everybody. So I think that's dope that you're forcing her
Yeah,
to show you, because it won't allow her, and for her benefit, which I'm sure she kind of sees now. You need somebody to hold you accountable, or we'll all run them up. We'll not we'll run them up. So that's really dope that you making her be transparent so she can practice that muscle of fighting through that discomfort and being transparent as she moves from y'all's relationship to when she gets engaged and married. That'll, you know what I'm saying, that practicing.
I ain't ready for that right now.
You ain't, oh Lord. But you know what I'm saying.
I
But
had to
no,
tell her.
that's really dope. That's really dope.
I had to tell her. I said, "Look, I gotta let you grow up.
Yeah. Yes, you're gonna have to let it go.
I gotta let you
But
grow
no,
up."
that's cool. All right, dope. All right, twin. I'm gonna drop you down. I'm gonna pull up some of these comments. Thank you so much for joining in here and
Okay.
sharing your experience.
Well, thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate you.
yes. All right, thank you.
All right.
All right. All right, so I've been seeing y'all active over here. Let me jump back just a bit and catch up really quick, and then I'll bring this to a close. Thank y'all so much for hopping in here and talking to us and sharing. So back here, my mom said, I agree, sis, to Aunt Tan. I've learned and still am learning how to function, remain mentally stable when the funds are not where I want them. Believe in hope and speaking it into existence. Absolutely, and absolutely putting in the work. My mom is one of the hardest working women that I know. Um, and what one of the things I really love about my mom is her being open, like us being able to, us as in me and my siblings being able to bring information back to her, and her being so open to like learning and us learning together. So that in us facts, there's always room for us all to grow, and it comes with us being able to help one another. Oh, I think I got you, twin. I I think you stuck. I don't know how to take you. My fault. I got you stuck in the back there. I don't know why. I will just go hit the kick from studio thing. Okay, there we go. Sorry, they get that stuck on my back deck. Um, awesome, Alexis. Thank you for sharing that. This is all very helpful insight. Yeah. Hey, twins coming this week. Thank you, Angel. What up, Angel in the building? Um, yes, thank you. Great topic. Yes, and Mama Mattie. My mama opted not to join, but it's all good. But I'm not gonna hold you guys much longer. Thank you so much for being so vocal and joining in the conversation, for sharing your experiences, your level of comfort with money, um, and just you guys expressing and showing by joining this conversation your willingness to be open to the conversation and allowing room for like growth. Even if you're at a place where you got it on lock, there's so much that we can learn from you and one another who have been through it, trials, failing, getting it right, finding the flow, the what to do's and what not to do. So I definitely want to keep this space open, continue to grow it. We're gonna come and pinpoint some specific areas in the next coming weeks, mixed into some other episodes, and yeah, just keep this conversation open, and maybe a takeaway or something that a homework assignment for everyone for the week in the coming days is to consider um, diving into money and learning something new, like just anything dealing with credit, dealing with property, ways of growing it, ways of saving it, ways of making it work for you. Just picking an area and just going to read maybe an article or something. That's definitely been a major way. And then also like me learning to trade and in the stock market to invest and playing around with trading options, not playing around, but learning to trade options. That has like fast tracked my understanding of money, having to read a lot of articles, understand and learn a new language. And in a lot of ways, it is a very new language, outside of the basic part of you earn money, you spend money. But the real thing is growing it and creating a foundation that allows us more room to do more things and to be there for one another. Oh, thank you, Mom. Mom says thank you, Chef, for making it comfortable. Yeah, by starting, absolutely. All right, guys. So again, we are here at Mattie Mondays where we do music in different ways, and it's turning into we doing culture and conversation in so many different ways. I know I hear it's for the culture a lot of times on these podcasts and stuff, and it's annoying because it don't be stuff that's growing the culture. But through entertainment and music and in these different industries, um, we can find ways to, and myself, my team, and all of us with you guys input and feedback, find ways to me not only sharing the entertainment pieces and stuff and my walk in that area, but just so many conversations that are pertinent to our growth. And that's really what Mattie Mondays is about. And if you know me, I'm a thinker, I'm a learner. That's what gets me excited, and having conversations that make room for us to learn and evolve. So thank you guys again so much for being here. Starting your week off again with me in this space, and for filling up the room. A 10 shares. This has been healthy for me and makes you feel good that many of us had the same beginning. Exactly. Yeah, with money management. Now we have grown up. Yeah. And allowing yourself grace, right? Of we're still learning. And we have the opportunity and the responsibility to make a better decision next time in every area, day to day, decision by decision. But yeah, we got room for growth and make better decisions today and share the information. Chef said, just trying to lead by example, Mama man. Yes. Nah, and we appreciate it. And I'm thankful for you, all of y'all in my life that I've definitely learned a lot from in so many different areas by y'all's example and by y'all challenging me. I mean, I was not the only one being foolish spending money privilege. You so silly. Nah, I think we all 9 times out of 10, most of us in this room have been guilty of that. Thank you, twin. Yes, thank you, amazing topic, and yes, definitely thank you, Chevy, for breaking the ice. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Antan, oh, Antan, you wanna? Okay, 1 second. Let me pop Antan back in here before we depart. Hey, Antan. Okay, you wanted to add to that?
Actually, I'm just kind of not knowing what I'm doing because
Oh,
oh my God, I'm so goofy. I'm
so you,
tired. Oh God, I'm not here anymore. But anyway, I just want to make sure I was a part, and I am really enjoying our conversation. So I hope we have more like this.
awesome. All right, noted. And we definitely will. And we'll extend within money and beyond.
Okay,
Thank you for being a part of it.
my pleasure.
All right,
Okay,
thank you. Good night.
good night, babe.
Yes. So again, we will continue to on some episodes, some evenings, open up the space and drop the link for you guys to join. And pop in here and share your experiences. There's so much that we can learn from each other. And I know it's not everybody's comfort level to pop on the live, but we have so much to offer each other. So as we go forward, you guys will, be open and let's continue to exchange for one another's growth. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great week. And this link will be up if there's anybody you feel like that's in your circle, in your space that can benefit from this conversation, from my thread, from these talks. Definitely take the link and share it over here on YouTube. Like this video, and I will see you guys in 7 days. All right. Love y'all. Good night.